For the past century, the nation maintained our roads and bridges with the help of the gas tax. And it worked well for a while. Users contributed to their state's roadway upkeep every time they filled their tanks. But now, with the rise of more fuel-efficient and fully electric cars on the road, drivers spend less time and money at the pump. Some automakers have announced reduction or elimination of the sale of carbon emission vehicles in the years to come. This monumental shift in revenue generation has left governments with a difficult decision. Allow inequity to rise as gas-powered vehicles bear the brunt of funding our nation's roadways, or employ a new revenue-generating system that doesn't rely on the purchase of fuel. Enter road usage charging, RUC for short. You may have heard of RUC, referred to by several other names: mileage-based user fees, vehicle miles traveled, distance-based fees. The concept is the same for all. RUC relies on a pay-per-mile methodology, where drivers pay a fee based on the distance they travel, not the gallons of gas they buy. Compared to the gas tax, RUC works better at evening the scale, since all drivers contribute the same amount per mile for the roads that we all use. Drivers can choose to report their miles in several different ways: through self-reported odometer readings, smartphone apps, or plug-in devices with GPS and non-GPS options. Periodically, drivers receive an invoice indicating their miles driven and a road use fee to pay. All funds collected are deposited to the state's transportation fund in the same way gas tax revenue is collected today. RUC is a major change in public policy. And like with all policy changes, decision makers must manage public concerns and resolve misinformation swiftly in order to boost acceptance. Let's explore some of the most common issues for end users. Cindy has been driving an electric vehicle for several years now. She's proud of doing her part to lower carbon emissions, but she's confused when she hears her state is thinking of implementing RUC. Why would she be charged a fee when she's already making smart decisions? All vehicles, regardless of their fuel source, cause wear and tear on our roads and contribute to congestion. It's both unfair and unsustainable to exclude electric, hybrid, and other fuel-efficient vehicles from paying their share for roadway maintenance. While it's true that EV drivers like Cindy would pay more per month with RUC since they don't currently pay gas taxes, the increased cost would be a fraction of the cost savings from not purchasing gas at all, less than $200 a year for driving 12,000 miles. Frank thinks RUC is a great way to maintain his state's transportation infrastructure. His concern is privacy. Frank doesn't want his driving data shared or sold, and he worries that Big Brother will use these systems to track more than just his miles driven. Privacy protection is a common concern, and one that requires both legal and technical solutions to overcome. Location-free mileage reporting options are available that do not involve sharing drivers' personal location information, and Frank can rest assured that third-party vendors that collect driving data for invoicing are contractually required to destroy that data shortly after processing the payment. No Big Brother here. The Wilsons live far outside the city, but both Maria and her husband John commute in for work. They feel disadvantaged by a RUC system because they drive longer distances than urban drivers and pay more at the pump. How could a RUC system possibly benefit them? One of the most frequent objections to the per-mile fee comes from our nation's rural residents who believe RUC unfairly targets them and their lifestyle. But there's good news for the Wilsons. Residents who drive longer distances will, on average, benefit from a road usage charge over a gas tax, given that rural residents tend to drive older and less fuel-efficient vehicles. In fact, research shows that rural households would generally pay 2 to 6% less in state tax under a RUC system than they currently pay in gas tax, while urban households would pay slightly more, about 1%. Implementing RUC is far from a one-size-fits-all solution, and each state has a local motivation for exploring it. Several states have enacted pilot programs to test the feasibility in their communities, while others have moved to full-scale operation within their jurisdictions. But no matter where your region or state is in the process, you can count on several exciting improvements in the years to come. In the short term, experts predict that RUC implementation will bring decreased deterioration of state roads and a better road system overall. Longer term, we may see enhancements like more sophisticated traffic management programs and improved safety. Whether you're just starting to explore RUC or seeking advice on a broader range of revenue alternatives, you'll need an experienced team that can guide you along the way. CDM Smith's experts continue to help our clients around the world advance their RUC programs, from policy and planning to pilots and operational programs. Let us help you explore alternatives to the gas tax and make RUC happen.